Okay, we are live with Cheryl and Simon. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Easter.
Buona Pasqua. Buona Pasqua. Happy Easter.
Hello, everyone.
How are you guys?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
You
good.
know, we're still locked down, basically in a red zone, but we got lots of great food here, and we're talking to you, which always makes us smile. So thanks for having us, Eve.
Yes, thank you. And it's a nice day in Bologna.
I'm so happy to see your faces because we've been talking about visiting each other for a long time, right? But this lockdown just made it impossible for all these months. Luckily, you guys came over to Rimini. Yeah, last time.
Yeah, we can't wait to get back to Rimini and see you and our other good friends in Rimini again soon, we hope.
Very soon.
Yeah, and I hope I can visit you guys too very soon.
Finally.
Please, we'd love that.
I just want to mention that Eve had the best vegan restaurant in Italy at the Loving Hut. And, we're happy she was able to sell it, but we're sad that it's gone. We hope that Eve will still maybe cook for us sometime.
Maybe if we visit.
Now it's going to be hi Daniela saying hi to us.
Hi Daniela.
Yes. Anybody watching us, following us now, please say hi to us. Give us a smiley face in the comments or send us a heart so we know you can see us and hear us. No problem. Okay. Yeah. And so you guys have been teaching English for many years, right? And you taught in many countries.
Yeah, we originally taught in Korea. We were in Seoul, South Korea for 3 years teaching children. We spent a little bit of time in Ecuador, and now we've been in Italy for 5 years now teaching.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah, mostly teaching adults, kind of business-oriented English skills.
That's right.
Yeah, we really like it here in Bologna and in Italy in general.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, roughly how many countries have you taught English in? Have you counted?
Including Canada, it's only 4.
Yeah, not so many.
Yeah, okay.
We've
traveled a lot.
While we've been teaching abroad, we've certainly visited more countries, but actually working and teaching only here in Seoul, really, and very briefly in Ecuador.
Okay, I see. So how long have you been in Bologna now?
It'll be 5 years in 2 weeks. That's really hard to believe. It seems like a much shorter time, but yeah, our 5-year anniversary is the middle of April, so yay!
Yeah, flew by. Went very quickly.
Yeah.
How do you feel? I know this is a little bit irrelevant maybe, but I'm really curious. How do you feel? Is there like a big demand or growing demand of English learning in Italy now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
over
for
the
sure.
5 years?
We teach with a lot of big companies that are, of course, international. So they really want to improve their English. Italians typically think that they speak the worst English in all of Europe. So when we talk to people, they often have this horrible idea. I don't think it's true. We don't think it's true. No. We don't think they're that bad, but they have They have
a really good base generally, and then we're just helping them develop their skills and build their confidence, build their vocabulary.
Yeah. So at least in a business setting, English is very popular, I think. Yeah.
Very popular, and obviously. And that's just something interesting because it's not so much spoken in your daily life. English is not, but it's like kind of separated what you learn in the school and what you actually use in real life. Totally separate. Yeah. That's
absolutely.
a little bit like
That's
China,
right.
actually.
Similar? Yeah.
So our company is called the Dawson Group. If anybody wants to sign up to improve their English skills, you can also specifically recommend Cheryl or myself, Simon, and we'd be happy to work with you. And the Dawson Group.
Cool. That's really good.
We do a lot of work online, so because of the lockdown, we're like online for all of our lessons, but we're at 100%, able to continue working online, which is lucky for us.
Yeah, that's really good to know. I think later we can put your contact or email under the video, so whoever is interested can just contact you. Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah,
sure.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So we've got a lot of food here.
Yes. We will get into the food very soon. So it wasn't like an intentional choice for you guys to settle down in Bologna. It just happened this way.
It's kind of like luck or fate. We were in Ecuador at the time, and we decided we wanted to move to Europe, and we were looking for a place that was safe, warm, arts, good food, and Cheryl decided Italy was the place. We'd often, a long time, thought about moving to Italy, but it never happened, and she checked it out, and she found this job with the Dawson Group for me. So I took the job, and Cheryl came along, and then eventually she became a teacher for the company too. And we kind of based the decision on the location, where Bologna is such a great, as far as it's situated, kind of between Florence and Venice, and not so far from the sea. It was really attractive. And it turned out to be a great choice. It's we call it like a chill, like a very relaxed city, and
it was a relaxed city.
Some really great people. It was a really great animal rights activist community here and across Italy, which has been fantastic. And we really appreciate the people we've met and the opportunities we've had to participate in outreach.
Like Eve.
People like Eve,
Yeah, exactly.
Likewise.
Yes.
So you went vegan before you came to Italy, right? And what was the trigger?
No, we didn't go vegan before we were here. We've been, really vegan, fully vegan. We've been just about 3 years. We kind of passed a 3-year anniversary in February. And before that we were really we were vegetarian for a long time, but we were like very wishy-washy. We traveled a lot, and so we would be mostly vegetarian at home, but if we went somewhere with friends or something, we would kind of break our own rules and eat whatever was being served. And we had an idea, but we didn't really have direction. I think we didn't really know what we were doing.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah. So and you've said, what was the trigger?
Okay, so I was always looking for like humane or ethical ways to eat eggs, things like that. And I kept thinking there must be some eggs that are humane. There must be a good way to eat these things. And I kept researching and finding there wasn't, right? There was no way to do it in a way that was ethical or humane. The biggest trigger was I had a good friend in California who was constantly posting messages, posts about veganism. He kind of normalized it for me, and that encouraged me to look into it more. And I found, I think it was one video by Joey Carpstrong, one video by Earthling Ed, and then that same day we watched What the Health, and we were vegan on the spot.
Yeah, it was very, very easy for us once in one day. It was like all we really needed was the information, and we just we just never had it before. We never heard it. I must say for Simon that that really, I think I was holding us back. We might have been vegan a little bit sooner, but I really had like I had a mental block about it. I didn't, when he would bring up, oh, maybe we should learn something more about eggs and the egg industry or something like this, I would like quite literally cover my ears and say I don't want to hear about it. And
because you really liked eggs, right?
Yes, because they were you know, besides like cheese and some other milk products, it was like my favorite thing. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't think I can live without. I was really, yeah, I was like, I don't think I can live without this. And so for me, it really took it took a little emotion. I needed an emotional experience, and we had one kind of just about 6 months before we really started looking at veganism. We had a little bird that we had like a relationship with, a little wild animal, and it very sadly died. And when that happened, it was really emotional, and it kind of was, that was the trigger for me. And so that allowed me to say, okay, Simon, I'm ready to listen. I want to make a change. So
because you made this you made this emotional bond with this bird, the little bird.
Yeah. Yeah, I really did. We really did. We kind of felt like bird parents for a while. It was a baby bird that we found, and
taught him to fly.
And he really kind of imprinted on us and really treated us like his parents. It was a magpie, by the way, a little baby magpie. And yeah, after that, it was like I just had a very profound feeling in my head that I thought I don't want to hurt anything anymore, and that was kind of what got the ball rolling.
That's right. And that's kind of one of the biggest parts of being vegan, is doing your best not to be the cause of the suffering of any other, you know, creature, anyone else.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, because when I talked to my other friends in the past live streams, they also said they never thought, they actually always said, I'm never going to go vegan. They said this.
So
okay,
common.
many people say this. I'm never going to go vegan. But then one day they made the connection, and then it happens. So it's all about, because I guess we in our daily life, we are so disconnected with the food we are eating. It's just a piece of product. We don't see the face, the emotion behind this piece of meat. So it's not easy for people to realize that. So it's really good.
That's right. The same with clothing, you know, leather, fur, these things, people don't see it as part of an animal that didn't want to die. They just see it as a product that they've been used to all of their lives. So we understand why it's difficult for people to change that mindset, but that's part of our goal as activists. You know, we care more about trying to get people to stop hurting animals than we care about vegan options at restaurants. But at the same time, we're enjoying our lives and enjoying vegan food. And I don't think we enjoyed food as much as we do now ever. I think there's so many incredible options. You can basically replace anything you ate before with a plant-based vegan option. Most of the time it's healthier, not always. You can also be as healthy or as unhealthy as you want as a vegan. Personally, we really promote the whole foods plant-based diet. However,
we promote it at the same time.
However, also times
the foods. A lot of what we're going to show today are treats. They're not things that we promote as healthy, but you know, if you're transitioning, they're great foods for transitioning from eating animals to being plant-based vegan. And maybe
it's Easter, it's a holiday.
For special occasions.
For special occasions, we certainly,
Yes.
enjoy. We enjoy.
that's exactly the point of these live streams. Is I want to show my friends from different parts of the world how they enjoy their vegan lifestyle, how they can actually enjoy everything and you know enjoy life, but at the same time you're doing the right thing. So that's that's the point we're trying to make, and we want to show people how, for example, like for a festival like today, it's a festival to celebrate a new life, right? And but in Italy alone, there are like 300,000 baby lambs being slaughtered just for this festival. So it doesn't make sense anymore to continue this way while we have so many options to celebrate these festivals. So
it's really, really important point.
It is. I think if people just understood that it's so easy, it's like there's literally a replacement for everything these days. I can't think of anything that I can't eat.
That's right.
For being vegan. Yeah.
Also, if people see the babies being separated from their mothers and understand that connection, and then see the babies being transported, confused, afraid, crying for their mothers, terrified, and then seeing how they're put onto kill floors and killed, I don't think people would see this and say they're okay with it. Most people seeing it would not say this is ethical or that we need to be doing this, right? So
yes, absolutely. So let's show everybody. I know you guys went all out to prepare for the live stream and try to show as many goodies as you possibly can. So we have a lot of things to show.
Before you start, can I give a little introduction to this? Okay.
Yes, I'm excited.
So, thank you. So when you've asked us to do this, we thought, well, what would be good? Can we go with kind of a theme? And really, we thought because we live in Bologna and we live in Italy, food is such an important part of the culture here. Like when people come to Bologna, they want to eat. And unfortunately, just about all of the traditional food here is not vegan or any close. They're very heavy with meat and cheese. So, and even like pasta made with eggs and stuff like that. So everything we have, not everything, but most of what we have here to show you today is like the vegan alternatives that you can find to some of the more traditional things that you want to eat when you come to Bologna, because there are so many very famous and delicious dishes. Anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we thought we would start with probably the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
So Italy is just incredible for fresh produce, like, fruits and vegetables, kiwis, oranges, melons are incredible here, tomatoes. So if you come to Italy, you have to try the oranges.
A lot of oranges.
They're just naturally, again, it's not a substitute, but they are so delicious. I think they're the best oranges we've ever had. And we
usually use them to make
a really, really bright orange or even dark red. Things we like most.
Maybe not every day, but when they're in season, like we buy these and just eat them like crazy. So yeah.
Incredible. The best oranges we've ever.
Ipercoop is the brand we got, but they're from Sicily. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. That's something anybody coming to Italy or Bologna should absolutely try. The best oranges.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect. Yes. That's very attractive. Yes.
And they
great
orange juice. It's so sweet. They're so sweet.
Orange.
You can't get oranges like that in Canada.
Okay, so number 2.
Starting with cheese. So as we said, cheese is a big thing. And if you're vegan, you're probably saying, oh, I miss cheese, if you ever ate it in the past. So we have some of our favorite cheese staples that we can easily find here in different supermarkets. So this is our first. This is like our won't get in the right place. It's called, I don't know if you can see the name there, but Ioveg is the name. And Grati is basically a replacement for Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay, so if you come to Italy, you know you want some Parmesan.
Very nice on top of pasta.
It's really, really good. Like the flavor is delish. I probably wouldn't know if you gave me Parmesan or this, what the difference was. So yeah. What do we say the base was for this? Coconut oil. Yeah, basically the base for this one is like a coconut oil, but yeah, it's made out of that.
Yeah, it's also very good on pizza. So we have 3 different vegan cheeses here in total. Sometimes we will put all 3 on a homemade pizza.
Yes.
Sometimes we'll just eat marinara without any cheese. So the second one, this is a Greek feta.
Yep.
And Violife, and it's probably the best vegan cheese we've ever had. We love it. We were eating a lot of it before. We've kind of stopped eating so much processed foods. So this is kind of a special treat for
this weekend.
For this live stream. And yeah, for anyone transitioning, if you can find this, I know it's available some places in Italy and Canada. It's excellent. It's so delicious. A really great replacement for Greek feta cheese.
Exactly. Greek feta, but we also use it like in place of mozzarella sometimes. Yeah.
Or even on a breakfast sandwich. Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. This one.
And this one, the last one is also a Violife, but if you can see, it's like, I guess it's very similar to like American. Yeah, like cheese slices, like American style.
Like cheddar.
Kind of cheddar cheese slices. Yeah, so good. These ones are great to make a grilled cheese. Like a really good one.
And all 3 of these cheeses are available at Eurospar, Despar, and the Ipercoop.
The Ipercoop?
Ipercoop.
Yeah, there's a co-op in Italy. Yeah, so easy for us to find usually. We usually get, like I said, all 3 of them.
Very detailed instructions. The company, the product, and where to buy. Perfect. I love it. And then,
all right. So the next 2 you can find at the same stores, at the same 3 shops.
I'm going through our supermarket stuff
so you
first.
Can go ahead. You're sure.
So if you're cooking Italian, you're probably also going to need some salsicci, which is sausages, or some other type of meat. Okay.
Or if you want like a German style sausage.
Oh, yeah.
These are the best we've found. They're much cheaper than a Beyond sausage, which is quite hard to find for regular shoppers.
Yeah.
These are quite easily available, and they're much larger than a lot of the vegan hot dogs you would find.
They come 2 in a pack. I don't remember the price. But not, like we said, not expensive as like Beyond, and the taste is pretty good. This Garden Gourmet.
It might range between €5 or on sale for €2 or €3.
Yeah.
Okay.
nice.
And then this one, you hold it.
You want me to do?
So this is the same brand again, and this is basically a chicken replacement.
Yeah, and you can see it looks like kind of like chunks of chicken breast.
Yeah.
It's very nice in curries and sandwiches and salads. Again, these are quite processed, so we don't recommend you eat them too often, but it's very nice for people transitioning or on a special occasion.
Both of the, or all 3, we only have 2. Both of the Garden Gourmet brands are also soy-based, so if you can't eat soy, sorry. But but yeah, they're like a soy-based product. But yeah, the taste is great.
Yes.
Very yummy.
Okay, so this one is hummus de ceci, so chickpea hummus. No, hummus is very popular with vegans in general. This is the best one we've ever found. It's from Esselunga. They have 2 different hummuses at Esselunga. This one you're going to find it with it's kind of in an area with a lot of different spreads and pâtés and things, and it's so good, so delicious.
But it's like their brand. It's the one that they make in-house in the supermarket, and so they put it out with like their deli stuff. It's so good. So I have to go to Esselunga to find.
Okay, so how is it so different from the other hummus? I mean, there are so many hummus brands out there.
That's right.
Why do you like this so much compared to the other one?
It just has more. It's more flavorful.
It's really, I think maybe just because it's fresh, because it's made in-house. Like it's really got like a 4-day shelf life rather than a 2-month, I think. So it's made fresh I wouldn't say every day, but at least every week they make these fresh, and it's so creamy. It's really, it's got a great.
Sometimes you have to go there early to get it, or they're all gone. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Also from Esselunga. So we're introducing some of our favorite things from the supermarkets that we go to. This is also baked fresh at the bakery in Esselunga.
Turn it over.
Oh, what is this?
Upside down. It's like brioche, basically. It's if you love to have a cornetto or a croissant in the morning. These are not the same shape. What did you say these were called earlier?
Fagottino.
Fagottino. But basically, it's like a brioche pastry with chocolate in the middle.
With chocolate,
right?
Yeah.
And
so you can find
this is
you can find. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So this is like a freshly made in the store, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And
And
they've
they
got
put
that.
the Vegan OK logo on it, which is so wonderful for us.
It just helps. You don't have to read the ingredients. Well, maybe it's still a good idea.
We're not quite that trusting yet. But yeah, you can see these. They've got like. Oh, this one doesn't have much chocolate. Okay, usually it has much more chocolate. They usually have a lot of chocolate. Anyway, they're delicious. If you like a nice pastry with your breakfast in the morning.
That with the orange, that's perfect.
With the orange juice,
exactly.
Please, not every morning.
Not all cafes and bars in Bologna in Italy will serve vegan croissant. There are a few, and there's some really great ones.
Yeah.
A lot of them are kind of closed at the moment, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't go to bars with our lockdown.
So Esselunga is a good, it's always open.
That's right.
Thankfully. Yeah. Okay, the next.
Okay, last one from Esselunga. Chocolate.
I know this.
Do you know it?
Yes.
This is our favorite chocolate.
My favorite too.
Is it your favorite?
So good, so delicious. Sometimes we just buy it and give it to friends because we want them to enjoy how delicious.
Yes.
So basically, it's milk chocolate, but it's basically made with coconut milk instead of cow's milk, and so it's got that little tiny hint of coconut. It's delicious. So because we bought one, we bought 3 while we were there this weekend. And the brand, I know you can see maybe here, the brand is called Altro Mercato, and I'm pretty sure it's an Italian brand.
Yeah.
Would you say?
It's a franchise. It's like a fair trade franchise.
Fair trade.
Yes.
So it's that's our.
Yes. This chocolate is absolutely addictive. I know.
Yeah, it is.
You can when you eat this, you cannot believe it's actually non-dairy, right?
Yeah,
it's so smooth and
very...
so creamy.
Yeah,
it's delicious. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
One, this is from Naturo C.
Okay, so new different kind of supermarket. The supermarket that promotes biological, organic, and natural, and whatever. So this one's from Naturo C, and it's just this is our go-to tofu, basically. It's called tofu, but it's fermented, so it has like it's just like medium firm tofu, but the fermented tofu makes it, I don't know, I really like the flavor of the.
A lot of people don't like tofu when they first try it, or even for a long time. Personally, I don't like some tofu. Like, there's a lot of it I don't like, but this is the best. This one is fantastic. We use it like a tofu scramble, like scrambled egg,
often.
or kind of like a breakfast sandwich, and it's delicious. We'll put some avocado on top, even a hash brown sometimes.
Ooh, so getting back to earlier, my love for eggs. This is a really great replacement for eggs for us in the morning. Yesterday we made, we fried a little bit of this tofu, like kind of in a slab. And if you add black salt, I know a lot of vegans know what black salt is. If you don't know what black salt is, I think it's from India. Can't remember the Indian name, but if you look for it in like an Asian supermarket, you can usually find black salt, which isn't black, it's pink. So be warned.
I think it's called kalanamak. It's like
yes, exactly.
Sulfur salt has it really gives like an eggy taste. If you put it on avocado or tofu, it's perfect for.
That's right.
So we do that. Just need a little pinch, right?
Sprinkle. Yeah, and it's great. Makes a good breakfast.
So the next one, if you come to Bologna for a day or longer, you're probably going to have some pizza. There is no shortage of incredible pizzerias here. This one is one of our top. So the pizzeria is called O Fiore Mio. Okay. And you can, it's kind of got Rome, I think with Roma style pizza, where you get square slices and you pay by the weight. Okay. So we usually try to take our friends or family there for a slice. And we love it. Can you open that?
The big thing about O Fiore Mio is their crust is amazing. It's really like, I don't know what they do, but it's of course made in like a traditional wood oven. But it's really light and airy.
When did you guys buy this one?
Yesterday.
We bought it yesterday.
And you kept it to show us today. Wow, that looks really incredible. Can you bring it closer to the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Just pick it up.
Take a piece out. So
piece out to show you.
There's.
See how
wow, what's that?
This might not appeal to non-vegans yet. Vegans might really like it.
But it's just
with some different vegetables on there.
It's called the Vegetariana, I think. This one, it's got like a base of like sweet potato, kind of creamed on the bottom.
And this is your
traditional.
Your more traditional, basic Italian tomato pizza.
Yeah, you would say this is like a marinara style. Pomodoro. It's just it's just tomatoes, pomodoro, and oil and oregano. It's delicious.
Wow.
Oh, and sometimes we get it with hot or spicy olive oil on the top, and then it's amazing. I should say this is our.
Do you also sprinkle that grated cheese that you can buy from the supermarket?
You know what? We should make a little like bag of that to put in my purse, because usually when we eat this pizza, we're out in the city and we're kind of grabbing a snack. So no, we usually don't, just because we're not at home. But we might today because we have it here. Unnecessary though. If you think you need cheese on pizza to have a good time, honestly, give it a try. You don't. But yeah.
Okay, so this would be our main course for today, but in Italy they'd say it's a prima piatti, like a first plate.
A first plate, but for us it's going to be our Easter dinner tonight.
This is tagliatelle.
Yeah.
Ragu.
Yeah.
Vegan style. Okay. So this is one of the most popular dishes in Bologna.
Yes.
Often people will refer to, they'll say spaghetti or spaghetti bolognese, which we learned doesn't exist in Bologna. Okay.
No.
Okay to say, in North America, in the USA and Canada and other countries, most people know spaghetti bolognese, but here they laugh at you if you say this.
It doesn't exist, spaghetti bolognese in Bologna. So this is what they eat. It's spaghetti. They don't say spaghetti. They say tagliatelle al ragu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So this took about 4 hours to make. You have to let it simmer for a long, long time, but it's fantastic.
We started cooking at 10 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Really.
I know you guys when you're not teaching, I know you always experimenting, cooking different things, different vegan dishes. There are so many great dishes you posted on your Facebook. I think if anyone interested, we can also consult you for vegan cooking.
That's right. That's right. If we're not teaching, we're cooking or eating.
It's true.
Usually.
I feel really bad because I never write down. Sometimes we'll use a recipe that's someone else's, but if we invent something, I never write down my recipe. So it's yes, okay.
Okay, so we're on to the desserts. These are our last three items.
Let me 1 second, Simon. Let's quickly say hello to everyone who's watching us right now. Hi. Buona Pasqua.
Buona Pasqua.
Yeah, if you have anything you want to ask Simon and Cheryl, leave a comment, and also feel free to share our live stream so more people can see what beautiful vegan products there are out there. Okay, now let's get on to desserts.
All right.
Dessert. Yeah.
So this is one of the most famous desserts in Italy that we didn't realize was Italian when we ate it in Canada growing up.
Should have guessed by the name though, but
yeah, I always thought the name was Japanese or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you want to?
It's tiramisu, of course, which we just learned this year actually means a pick-me-up. Yeah, did you know this? Tiramisu means it's slang for pick-me-up, which is very fitting because it makes you feel happy.
Makes you feel happy for sure.
We really wanted to get it from our favorite vegan bakery here in Bologna, which is called Canape. So we want to give a shout out to Canape, but unfortunately they were closed, so this is not Canape's. But we made this. We made
you made this. That looks incredible.
Yeah,
that looks incredible. No,
it's fun to get too soft, but yeah. So we had
close up.
The bakery was closed, so we said no problem. We can still do tiramisu. It's really
good.
That
looks really good. A Japanese tiramisu. No, that looks very Italian.
I don't know if we mentioned that Bologna is also called Bologna the Fat.
Oh no, we didn't. We should.
Bologna the what?
The Fat.
Bologna the Fat. There's a little expression for Bologna. If you come from Bologna, there are three things. They say Bologna the Learned, because there is a very ancient university here, and it's very famous. So Bologna University. So Bologna the Learned, they're smart. Bologna the Red, because traditionally this city was communist, run by a communist party.
Also for the red roofs, so there's some debate.
Oh yes, and also for the color of the buildings. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
And the third one is Bologna the Fat, because they love to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're getting, with the lockdown especially, we're going into there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. Cultural.
Oh, and Cheryl used these cookies for the tiramisu, which you can get at Nature C. They're delicious on their own and also in a dessert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't feel like baking, so I made a really quick recipe. So yeah, it was good.
Okay.
This is our main dessert tonight.
Wow, so this one is properly for Easter. right?
Yeah, exactly.
Easter
So
cake.
colomba, right? The
Yes.
typical traditional Italian Easter. People tell me don't say it's a cake. It's not a cake. It's more like a panettone or something.
But on the box it says cake.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes,
that's
my
true.
students, my Italian students told me it's not cake.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Wow, that's
something that
great.
comes from space.
Italian Easter
Exactly.
colomba cake.
Yay.
Yeah.
So we usually get one of these for Easter, and they also put them out at Christmas time. A little bit different,
Similar.
but the same company, similar box, and
Yeah.
it's a nice treat. Sometimes we get more than one. This year, just one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Just one. Later.
Because
And
no
then we got
one
that.
enough, right?
Yes.
They go pretty quickly. Yeah.
Oh.
And you can get that at the Pam supermarket.
Yeah, or other supermarkets too, I think.
Sure.
We've seen a few different, ours is called Milano Veg, I think. But yeah, there are a few different companies selling a vegan version of the typical cake.
Okay.
Anyway, last thing.
This is the last one. So you can't come to Italy or Bologna without gelato.
So important.
And there's plenty of great vegan gelato here. It's fantastic.
You'd be surprised how much, yeah.
I think most people, if they chose the vegan flavor, if someone gave it to them, they would have no idea it was vegan. It's so good.
Yeah.
But
Gelato's really good
I
here.
think unfortunately a lot of people avoid it because it says vegan, but it's so yummy.
It's
so
so yummy.
delicious.
So this is, do you want to show just, we don't really have the symbol, but so this comes from the Cremeria San Francesco in Bologna, and it's one of our favorites. We got 3 flavors.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
This one, the green one, is pistachio. The middle one, the green, I guess it's pistachio.
Yes,
and
you're right. But it,
yes. And then the middle one is a cioccolato fondente.
Yeah, good.
That's right, with a little bit of ginger.
Yeah.
There's ginger.
They all have a bit of a twist, exactly.
And
yeah, and the last
on the left is icing nocciola.
Oh my gosh, you're good.
Wow.
You're good identifying.
You know your gelato.
3 for 3.
That's right. You win a gelato.
Yeah. So they the cremeria, yes, they're not a straight it's not just pistachio. The first one is called Fiori del Sud, and it's our favorite, which I think means flowers of the south. And pistachio, it's salted toasted pistachio with almond butter. It's fantastic. It's like a mixture with almond. It's so good. It tastes like salt caramel and with pistachio mixed in. This, yeah, like Simon said, the second one it's like chocolate with ginger. And the third one I think we haven't tried before, so it's new for us. But yes, it's definitely like a hazelnut flavor. Good.
So we're ready.
And that's it.
That's it. But seriously, just a little bit more about ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah.
There's like when you talk about the ice creams in Italy, you just get so excited because it's really a heaven for vegan ice cream. So many flavors. Even just the fruit flavors are sometimes really good. And you don't get these. You get so many vegan flavors in other countries. I think.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, we're lucky.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And like we said, this is our favorite gelateria that sells vegan ice cream. So there are a few more that we really like, but we just feel like they're so good here.
Yes.
Are you guys interested to see what what cake I made for today.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Did you bake it? You baked it yourself,
Did you
Eve?
bake
Yeah?
something, Eve?
I made it myself. Yes.
Awesome.
Eve is such an amazing baker.
Because for me, I was too late to get to the stores to get the vegan cakes, and so I said, okay, let's just make one. So, ta-da! This is
Is it blueberry?
yes, it's a blueberry
torta.
Yeah, blueberry coconut cake with oranges inside.
Oh my gosh, that sounds great.
Nice. Have you made it before?
First time.
Wow.
First time. Looks great.
Yes.
It looks, wow.
I brought. Can you see?
Are you going to send that to us?
No, we can swap. We can swap your tiramisu.
That's right.
Your tiramisu looks really good. Oh my god.
It's so delicious.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And
we'll attach the recipe for this if you want. We can send it to you because the vegan mascarpone cheese is amazing. This recipe. It's just a tasty recipe. If anyone knows Tasty on
website.
Yeah, it's a website.
But you know, the English recipe websites are not so often visited by Italians. So it's always better when it's translated. Yeah, because I noticed that. So yeah, so you see, it's for example, your tiramisu and this cake. These are all dairy free, egg free.
Yep.
You know, it could be made gluten free also, but here I just used whole wheat flour, wholemeal flour.
Nice.
And it's totally possible to make delicious desserts without using dairy products.
That's right. Dairy or eggs, right? If you think you need
dairy or eggs,
dairy cake, you don't.
It's probably because the dairy industrial dairy is probably even more cruel. We know that than the meat industry.
People don't realize.
People don't realize that. So it's wise to if you want to avoid cholesterol and you want to avoid those cruelty, definitely go for vegan versions and try bake yourself. And another special thing.
Oh my goodness! What is it?
What is it?
Is it mochi?
It's like it's actually okay because it happens today is Easter, but also a traditional Chinese festival.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, so this is what we eat for this festival in China. This it's actually like mochi. It's made with sticky rice flour, and the green color is made by a special kind of herb.
Beautiful.
A special kind of herb. It's inside the sticky rice flour. So you make cake like this, mochi like this, and inside there are two kinds of fillings. One is with bamboo and mushroom. It's savory. The other one, the smaller one, is with red bean paste, I think. Yeah,
awesome.
That's flavor. So this is also vegan by default.
So good, right? Yeah. When we lived in South Korea, we should have said that. We also we don't really cook Chinese very often, but because we lived in South Korea, we really like some of the things that we became familiar with there, and so we cook them here a lot. And I never make this, but we certainly had something very similar when we were in South Korea, like the little like you said, the sticky rice with probably like red bean or something sweet in the middle.
We had to teach our students how to make it. We
That's
had
right.
cooking classes.
Right.
But I think we'd never eaten it before. And we had to teach the kids how to make it. We never made it before, but it turned out we followed the directions and it worked. So it was all right.
You're just naturally talented.
Naturally lucky.
Naturally lucky.
Naturally,
there's a big
you have a natural talent for good food, let's say.
Yeah, we seem to find all the good stuff.
We gravitate
towards
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Sorry.
We have.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have some more people joining us. Sylviane, Elena, hello. Thank you for watching us from San Marino, if I remember right. You're from
San Marino.
Yeah.
San Marino is a tiny little country next to Rimini.
Yeah.
Very interesting
it's
place.
A nice place. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then we have Tony.
Hi, Tony.
We miss you.
And Tony's on next week, is that right? Tony and Mike next weekend?
Not next week, but maybe the following week. I'm waiting for you to get back to me.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
He's all locked down in the UK, like us.
She's she and Mike they are hauling vegan goodies right now.
Good stuff.
Good
job,
plans. Yes.
Hi, yes, hello to you, Silviana and Lino.
Yeah.
How's the weather in San Marino? I think it's colder than here, right? Because here is pretty warm already. Today is
Rimini today?
normally when it snows in San Marino, we also become cold here. Actually, from Daniela's balcony, we can see the snow on San Marino.
Oh wow!
Daniela's got a great view there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. How's your tiramisu?
It's delicious.
Fantastic.
It's really good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
We made really strong espresso to dip our cookies in. So it's really kind of coffee and delicious.
I think it's very common if you go vegan, you end up learning to cook. And you realize anything you get at a restaurant, you can make at home just as delicious. It might take some time, some practice, but once you get good at it, it's such a, let's say, a joy to be able to cook and enjoy it at home. You know, I would love for friends and family to come, and I think we've really improved our cooking, especially Cheryl. You're an incredible chef, and I would love for our friends and family to come and taste these incredible dishes that she makes. And I occasionally make them. I'm not as talented as Cheryl, but they usually turn out pretty good as well. So we're very happy about our ability to cook.
And sorry, just by the way, what about your roommate? Is he around today?
Our roommate is out at the moment, but he's a great vegan animal rights activist. He's a great guy. So we wish he was here to say hello. He will be here soon to help us eat the tagliatelle.
He will have dinner with us
tonight.
tonight.
The ice cream. We might have to eat the pizza before he gets here.
Yeah.
Just
so we don't have to. No. We'll share with him. He's great. He's Italian, and like Simon said, he's an activist here in Italy with Essere Animale.
Yeah, a great
organization. And he shares our apartment with us, so he's our flatmate.
He's a great roommate, great guy.
And he's a great guy. But he's out. He's out right now. I think he's out on a bike ride or something. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. I was thinking maybe he could just pass by and say hello.
Yeah.
If he but it's okay. Next time.
If he were home, I'm sure he would. But
okay. Wow, this is I'm so glad we did this to show all these things. And these are your all-time favorite vegan goodies in Bologna, right?
Yeah.
And
There
and
honestly, there are so many more. There are really a lot of places and a lot of little items that we get just
But
to have
these
great
are
food. But
these are some of the tops
yeah,
for sure.
these are our return to it every
return
month.
to products, yes. So I'm really glad we did this because the point is also for people who come to Bologna, for example, and only have 1 day or 2 days, and so they save time to search or Google on the internet, so they can just probably come to our episode, our video, and just watch what you guys recommend. This is this fun and useful for whoever wants to try these products.
So.
We hope so, yes.
If anybody watching this, when things open up and people are able to travel again, if they ever are, if they see this video and they see our names, just click on it.
Bologna.
Feel free to send us a message if you need a recommendation, if you want to know where to find something, if you want a little more of Bologna, let us know. We're happy to show people around.
We'd never say no to another vegan. Yeah. Who wants a tour of the city? Yeah.
Right.
Perfect. And also at the same time, you can practice English with Cheryl and Simon. Wow.
Right.
Perfect.
Practice our time.
When let's just wrap up with my last question. Maybe you guys want to share with everybody what does like a vegan lifestyle really mean to you, and do you see being vegan is where it ends? I mean, is veganism where it stops? Yeah, that's
I asked Cheryl, it's a good question. I asked Cheryl the other day, if you could trade your life being vegan for any other life, as rich or to live anywhere in the world, to be married to the handsomest guy, whatever you want, but you're not vegan, would you take it? You could have any other life. And what did you say?
Well, I thought about I said, yeah, if I had to give that up, I think no, I wouldn't want to not know what I know now about veganism. I feel like it's changed our lives completely.
In a good way.
In a good way, of course. Yeah.
We feel like it's an obligation, knowing what we know, knowing that it's possible to live with doing so much less harm to mostly the animals. I mean, I would say I'm plant-based for the environment, plant-based for my health, but I'm vegan for the animals.
Absolutely. And that's first to us always.
It's first.
And I think, I mean, we're lifers as far as we're concerned. We're never going back. If we have children someday, we would raise them vegan as well. And we just want to try to do more, leave the world in a better place than we found it. That would be good.
When you learn the philosophy and how much damage you do by contributing to the suffering of animals, the destruction of the planet, and how much better being vegan can be for your health if you eat whole food, plant-based versions of it. Really seems like an easy choice. Yeah. Right. And it's not difficult to do, especially if you have support. There's a great organization called Challenge 22 for anybody who wants to try being vegan for 22 days. It's a free challenge, and you get a mentor, you get a lot of recipes, tips, encouragement, and they'll help you do it. They'll help you practice, see what it's like to just eat vegan, plant-based foods for 22 days. Then there's no pressure to stick with it, but a lot of people, they do because they find it's easier than they think, and usually they have a positive experience in the challenge. So that's challenge22.com.
There are many programs like this, like a Kickstart programs, like Veganuary is another one. Yeah, I think more and more these supportive programs are coming out to help people try, at least give it a try and feel the difference, right?
Yeah, right.
So Eve, when you said what's next, I should say like vegan is basically like it should be like the base level is try not to cause harm, right? The next step should be to get active, to become an activist, encourage other people to learn about these things, share videos, share what you know, share information, go to do street outreach, chalk drawings, whatever you're comfortable with.
Whatever you can do. Yeah.
There's so many ways you can be active to try to help. Excuse me, it's the tiramisu. To encourage people to change their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go from vegan, and then there's activists, animal rights activists is, you know, probably the most important thing. And after that, I don't know what's next. I don't know.
We'll find, I'm sure, new ways to be activists in the future. Right now, we feel a little bit limited with the pandemic and everything, and just everything's online. We can do things online, but
new ways to help
yeah,
animals, to help other people, to help the environment, and to improve our health. So it's a constant thing that never stops. You want to always keep learning and keep doing better, keep improving, keep doing less harm, causing less damage and destruction.
And keep talking to people about it so that they get that message, because I don't know. I mean, I feel like we didn't get the message for a long time. So
if we had heard the message 10 or even 20 years before, I think we would have changed.
We might have changed. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And then probably we would have changed a lot more people also.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I said earlier, every vegan, the current vegan, every one of us, we all have said something like, I'll never go vegan. So we changed because we were exposed to these facts and information. So we always try our best to get these messages out, to let more people hear it. So
yeah,
I guess that's the point, right?
Yeah.
If people think about it, we've been exposed and conditioned from the time we're birthed to millions and millions of advertisements for McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
We're conditioned to the traditions that were passed down, you know, from generation to generation. Maybe back from a time when there weren't plant-based alternatives that were so readily available. But now that they're available, there's not really any reason not to switch. You know, we evolve with everything else in society. Why are we not evolving with the way that we eat and the way that we treat our fellow earthlings?
Absolutely.
Right? We need to do it.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy.
Thanks for having us, Eve. It's a pleasure. Yes. We really appreciate it. It's always very nice to talk to you.
We miss you. We hope to see you.
I miss you too.
Someday soon.
Yes, we will. We try to meet up very soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll finally show you around Bologna.
Yay.
Yeah. So I have to go with you guys to eat pizza at that place. So we can
yes.
go.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
Delicious.
Yes. Okay. Thank you again. So now my next program is to eat this cake with Daniela and my mom.
Enjoy,
guys. We will eat our tiramisu and get ready for our dinner, for our Easter dinner with Francesco tonight. Yep.
Oh, nice. Please say hello to Francesco.
We will.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And thank you, everyone else who joined.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Grazie mille. Buona Pasqua again.
Grazie.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. See you at the next live stream. Follow us, share, and subscribe. So you will get notification of these live streams. We're doing it like almost every week. Yeah. So on Saturday or Sunday. So follow us. Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.